It's fun being a birder. Now here's a neat find. Woodpecker has been at work. When it's your passion, you just love doing it. It's a very easy thing to get involved with.
I'm Martha Weaver with Anoka County today, and I'm joined by Bob Holtz, who is one of our adult education specialists and also a naturalist with Anoka County Parks, and also birding with Bob. And today we want to talk about some of the special species at Coon Rapids Dam. We're here along the wetlands, and there's a lot of wonderful species to see right now. Let's talk about the big one first.
Yeah. Coon Rapids is a neat area, and this year they have a great horned owl pair nesting on Dunn Island. And it's a little hard to give you the directions, but when you get to the Nature Center, if they just ask for where the great horned owls are located, they'll easily tell them how to get there.
Now you say this year, does that not happen very often? Because I know they're in the metro area.
They're all over. They're probably a lot more common than most people realize, and they usually nest out at Coon Rapids Dam. Yeah. This is a big bird.
How big?
Stands about this tall, has a large wingspan. I've often asked my students how much you think they weigh, and some people say 20, 25 pounds, and I tell them, if you find a great horned owl that size, hide. He's going to get you. He'll get you. The only average weight of a great horned owl is 3 pounds.
Yep, well, they've got to be able to fly.
A lot of feathers and hollow bones. They nest very early, usually by mid to late February. They're all done laying eggs.
Really? You would think that the cool temperatures would be devastating to them.
Well, they have to sit and keep warm, and they have to do the incubating for a month.
Wow.
After the young hatch, then they have usually at least 5 more weeks of feeding them in the nest. So they have to bring a lot of food. But great horned owls are sort of the St. Bernards of the bird world. They eat pretty much anything they can get a hold of and carry. And I've seen a great horned owl pick up and carry away a good-sized rabbit.
Really?
And that rabbit was certainly much more heavy than was the great horned owl. They have a very soft voice. The loud owl we have is the barred owl.
Okay,
but the
barred, not barn, but barred.
Barred. Great horn does not have a loud call, so people often miss that too, I think. And you sort of need to get out in the night time when it's dark. Best time to listen for a great horned owl will be back in December, when they're courting.
Okay.
By the time it's January, you still hear them too, but after that, it's not as much.
And what else are we going to see?
At Coon Rapids Dam? They always have nesting rose-breasted grosbeaks. Beautiful bird.
Yeah.
Black head, black back, and a big red triangle on the breast.
Okay.
If you're going to hear them first by hearing them, you might miss them because it sounds like a robin singing.
Really?
Except it's been described as a robin in a hurry, or a robin that's had vocal lessons, or even a robin that's learned how to whistle at girls, because it has a more melodic tune to its song.
Now the rose breast is self-explanatory, but tell me about the latter half of the name, the grosbeak.
Beak everybody understands, and gross is a German word meaning large or big.
Oh, okay.
And if you take a look at it, you'll see it's a very large beaked bird, and it's a beak not designed to eat real soft things very much, as it is designed to be able to crack hard seeds. But it does eat soft things too.
Okay. Now one of my favorite birds, at least bird names, is the Indigo Bunting. I just love that name. Talk a little about the name of this bird, and then we'll talk about its characteristics.
Well, I think as people realize, indigo is a very dark blue color, and the male is all this dark blue color, but if you don't have good sunlight on it, you look up and you say, oh, there's a little black bird up there. But you get it in the light, and it's a beautiful indigo color. Female, though, is just kind of a drab, plain brown, no streaking or anything.
The girls always don't get the flash.
No, but they use that for the camouflage part. You know? And so it's important when they're sitting on the nest not to be seen, because they do lose a lot of their eggs and young. Almost all species do.
Tell me a little bit about the song of the Indigo Bunting.
He sings paired notes, and when he sings this set of paired notes, there'll be a pause, and he'll sing the same set of paired notes again. So he has a pattern to it. Whereas the mimicking bird, the brown thrasher, sings paired notes. He has a pause. When he sings, it's a different set of notes.
He's not as consistent.
Not as consistent, but he's a mimicker.
Okay.
And whereas the bunting has the consistency.
And where are you going to find an indigo bunting most likely?
Usually when he's singing, he'll be sitting up on a dead branch on a tree. And you will find them in the forested area, but you find them at the edge most commonly.
This might be an easy question, but you say a dead branch rather than a branch. Why a dead branch?
Well, he's out on that branch singing, and birds sing for two reasons, basically. One, he's establishing a territory. Two, looking for a mate.
Okay, so he doesn't need the cover to hide his handsomeness.
No, but it does put him in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing those two things, saying, hey, this is mine, and secondly, hey, I'm over here, Ethel.
All right, our naturalist, Bob Holtz, Birding with Bob. We'll have much more coming up on Anoka County Today.